What's up, Bad Girls Club fans? I'm here with another review for Bad Girls Club Season 11, Miami, Episode 9. Alright, let's just get straight to it. The title was Weaving with a Bang, right? Obviously, making fun of Janelle leaving with a bang. Weaving, okay. Stephanie is complaining how she can't find a good man in Miami, and they just talking, as usual, because they have nothing else to do. If they're not talking about Janelle, they talking about bullshit. So Andrea and Janelle, they go to the beach and they're trying to bounce their asses because they're just so bored. I mean, what else can these two chicks do together other than talk about stupid shit like the weather and them looking like Barbies and stuff like that? That's what their conversations mainly consist of. Okay. So Stephanie, she's looking up some kind of matchmaking thing online. And of course, what do you know? What do you know? They happen to find Miss Natalie, who is also someone that is on the Oxygen Network with her own show. I forgot the title of it, but she basically sets people up on dates. And it's like the millionaire matchmaker for the Ratchets. How about that? Um, so Tiana calls her friend Teresa, the chick that used to be in the crib, the cornball, that fought Janelle and got kicked out. And she's talking shit, of course, and she's saying how she wants Janelle out the crib. What's new? So Stephanie and Gigi are talking, but Stephanie is laid up on Gigi like, a little bit too comfortable. And she's talking about how she has men issues, trust issues, all types of shit. And I'm like, damn, do you want to eat her pussy? Because you a bit too close. But that was just my thought. This episode wasn't doing the most for me, but it looks like the next one is going to be pretty juicy. Yep. Yeah. And I'm speaking low because I'm making this video after 1:30 a.m. and I just don't want to be too loud. So, and it's not like I speak loud anyway. You guys know me. I'm just calm, cool until like I get around my friends and I'm just like a whole nother person. Okay, so Shanae calls her friend and she's talking about how much she loves Tiana. And I said, Shanae. She's like, yeah, I get along with Tiana, and I just love the way that she talks, and da-da-da-da. She just be, like, talking like this and shit. Like, she has a beautiful body, a little bit too thirsty, but, yeah, Tiana is her favorite out the whole crib. Okay. So, next minute, she is in the living room, and she sees Tiana, and she's like, can we cuddle? I'm like, damn, something about to go down, right? Even without seeing the commercials, you could tell. So she gets in the couch with her, and then they're just like up on each other, talking about bullshit. Jasmine is not feeling Shanae anymore for whatever reason. She just doesn't like her. The way she's looking at her is just like with disgust. And she's like, Shanae wants me and T's relationship, but she could never get it because me and T built this. We built this relationship. Bitch, what the fuck did you build? Really, you guys only knew each other not even a month and you built your relationship? Or for what? Hating Chanel, whatever her name is. See, I'm forgetting all these bitches' names. They rhyme too much. They just fucking rhyme too much. But anyways, the girls, they go in the pool and Shanae shows Tiana her titties, but when she shows the titties, she's like, my boobs are ugly. And I'm just saying to myself, they can't be that ugly because, I could see like the bulk of it. I couldn't see the areolas, but she was just like, they're ugly. You know how some people say shit like that and they want to be modest, but they really think their shit is really popping. Clearly, they were ugly. We'll get into that in a second. Okay, so the girls are getting ready, caking their faces. Yeah, cake, cake, cake. And Shanae sees Tiana getting out the shower, and it could be the editing, but Shanae was looking like she was just dying for a taste of Tiana. Like she was on the desert, and Tiana was a cold glass of water, and she was just like, you know, a little creepy, like they keep saying. But yeah, that's the vibe that I was getting. But she wasn't the only one looking. Jasmine was looking too. Okay, so the girls are talking about their men issues after Miss Natalie shows up and they all jump on her and kiss her ass. So Janelle has a boo thing at home, but he's a little too whiny, so that's her issue. Jasmine wants to be a born again virgin. The next person she's gonna fuck is gonna be her husband. Andrea, she loves playing love games, so they're probably gonna put her on the next love games. Stephanie has trust issues. They go to a mixer, and it's so funny. I'm not even getting to the mixer yet, but they plan to go on a mixer. That same night, they go to King of Diamonds, and Shanae and Tiana are about to pop off. Shanae is just not even paying attention to the stripper. She's just looking at Tiana like, damn, you look good, bitch. And Tiana just had on a pair of jeans and a whack ass, like, mini shirt. She wasn't looking that cute. Alright, so Shanae, she actually is making me feel like the creepy vibe is for real. For real, for real. Okay, so, alright, Jasmine, this when they at the pool now. So they at the pool and Tiana falls into the water or whatever, and Janelle is kind of like, ha ha ha, like, she's actually looking like she's comfortable. She's sitting outside with the other girls without Andrea being there, and she's just making a joke. And Jazz is kind of like, this bitch is getting too comfortable. Hell fucking no, this is not gonna happen. So I guess that is what caused the uproar to get this bitch out the house. And I'm not even calling her a bitch in a fucked up way, because I really like Janelle. Out of all of the girls in the house, Janelle's my only favorite. Not many to choose from, right? Okay, so it's really funny that when Tiana goes to the shower, how Shanae follows her like, so you about to go to bed, like, after you get out the shower? And it's like she's trying to peek, she's trying to get a little look-see. And she kind of reminded me of the way I act when I like a guy too much and I keep stalking him. Like, I've done that back in the day, and it's been a while. But I've been thirsty before. And she's just reminding me of how I used to act. Thank God I don't anymore. But, damn, she was trying to get a sneak peek of that pussy. Ooh. Anyway, Sienna's not feeling her anymore because the thirst is real, and she's just like, this could go really bad. So, they go to the mixer, and Tiana's complaining how these dudes are like, ugh, they're not her type and they're unattractive or whatever. But bitch, did you look at yourself in the fucking mirror? You're not a prize either, boo boo. So when these guys are sitting across from you trying to get to know you, they're probably thinking the same damn thing. So get over yourself. Alright. Shanae apparently is not interested because she just wants to bang Tiana. She wants to, you know, forget this whole mixer shit and then go home and let's get my lick on. Alright. Stephanie ends up getting a date with one of the guys and they leave. So, Tiana is talking to Jazz about Shanae and how Shanae is just acting a little too clingy to her and she feels uncomfortable. And she's like, yo, her titties are just ugly. Like, they're so whack. Her areolas are like the biggest areolas I've ever seen. And that just turned me off. Like, no matter what, like, when she takes her shirt off, it's like my pussy will dry up like the Sahara Desert. Like, she's just, like, going in on the damn titties. And apparently they must be that huge, because Jazz was like, yeah, yo, them shits was big. So, Jazz then is plotting with Tiana to kick Janelle out. Followers, these following bitches. Then the next morning, Jazz and Tiana go to Janelle's room to wake her up and say, sweetie, you're going home today. You're going home. Get up and pack your bags. And they're talking to her with like this vindictive, sweet type of voice, and I was so pissed off for Janelle. But she just got out of bed. They were pushing her around like she was like some piece of, like she was a feather. They were fucking flinging this bitch around. Why do I keep calling her a bitch? Because she's not. The rest of them are bitches. How about that? So they put all her shit in garbage bags, and Janelle just takes her shit, puts it in the truck, and goes to the beach to cool off. And I guess Andrea had stepped out the house before any of this went down, so she has no clue what's going on. Mind you, she wasn't even in the episode much. Okay. When Janelle comes back to the house, Tiana and Janelle are just really abusing this chick, like fucking really literally flinging her around, to the point where Jazz wasn't in it. I think it was Tiana. Tiana starts fucking with her to the point where she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna hit you back. But before that, I'm gonna tell you, Andrea, I don't like you now. Why don't I like Andrea? Because when this bitch came home, she was like, where's Janelle? And they're like, oh, she went home, and she didn't really like get, you know, the real info on what had went down. So she goes outside, has a little cigarette, and when Janelle comes back, Janelle wants to speak to Andrea, but the girls are not letting her come in. Andrea comes outside, and she's acting brand new, like, I'm sick and tired of Janelle and her issues and whatever. So what? Like, she needs to man up and stop letting these girls punk her, and I'm just done with her. And that right there made me done with Andrea, because I don't like people like that. You came in the house and you said, I don't know verbatim, but you were like, I have your back no matter what. Me and you are going to be the Barbies. We're this, we're that. And if anything goes down, I'll be there for you. All of a sudden, I guess popularity just speaks, because she's more on the other bitch's side. And she just walks away. When Janelle goes back inside the house to get her shit, that's when the bitches Tiana and Jazz start picking on her. And her and Tiana end up getting it on, like a little whack ass fight. But you can see that Tiana got, a few licks in. But I don't know. To me, it just wasn't a fair fight. It really wasn't. I wish that we got to see the actual footage instead of that pausing and slow motion and fast motion. I hate when they do that shit. I just want to see the fight in color, not black and white and all that shit. Just let me see the fight. So I really don't know if Tiana whooped that ass. Like she said, she whooped that ass. No, you didn't, bitch. You got a few licks in. That was it. Janelle's face looked fine to me. So I all of a sudden hear these stupid ass fucking following ass wolves. If anybody should be called a minion, like the bitch Duchess called the other people in Black Ink, the minions are the ones that are following in Bad Girls Club. Those are minions. Followers. So one of them is like, get her, Jazz! Get her, Jazz! Get her, Jazz! So y'all are really some jumper hoes. That's what y'all like to do, jump bitches. Because you're not really bad girls. Bad girls could handle their shit on their own. They don't need anybody else to jump in. But clearly this clique is just fucked up. And I can't wait for them to turn on each other. And that is going to happen. And when they turn on Andrea, I'm going to be eating some popcorn and having me a big bowl of ice cream. And just, ooh, celebration. Yes. Whew. Okay, so Janelle leaves, and this bitch went and she did a split. Like, bitches, yep, bitches. Gigi talking shit. So, who does that? Who splits after they get their ass beat, bitch? Janelle does. And she did a pretty damn good job at it. Hating ass bitch. Okay, so, oh, and how Andrea was talking shit after Janelle gets sent home. Well, she has to she has to deal with whatever happened because she decided to throw the first punch, so she has to deal with the consequences. That bitch, she threw what? The first what? After them bitches were abusing her, you want to say that she threw the first punch? Oh my gosh. Alright, so Stephanie gets a call from Corey, the dude that asked her out on a date. They meet up at the beach and she goes with her little new pet, Andrea. The beach is cold as fuck. The bitch is trying to look cute in they bathing suits, but it's just not working. They go to a restaurant, and Corey's thirsty ass, whack ass looking friends that don't know how to chew gum with their mouths closed. So how many other girls they is, yo? And then Stephanie, no, Gigi, and one other bitch was there, and they have their food, they're eating, they're chatting or whatever, and this motherfucker did not even pay for Stephanie's meal. Nice first date, huh? I couldn't believe that. Like, I'm not even going to talk about my experiences, but that to me, you asked me out on a date, motherfucker, you paying for that shit. How about that? I have no issues with paying. Sorry. So I know TV I shouldn't be looking at. But I have issues when a guy asks me out and then I have to pay for my own self. Like, that's just stupid. You trying to get me? You want to get in the drawers, right? And you want me to pay for my own shit? No. It's not going down. Okay, so the girls obviously feel some type of way about it, but they still invite these whack ass niggas to the crib. The guys come to the house and they're just chilling and stuff, and I don't really know what it seemed like a whack get together, and the dudes were just mad thirsty. Alright, I'm done with this review off the top of my head because nothing much happened after that other than the girls playing hide and seek because they have nothing better else to do. Like, really, we're watching Bad Girls Club and watching these bitches play hide and seek in the house. Y'all should have just left Janelle in there, but no. Y'all kick her out and you think you're having a fucking blast, but you're making the episode even more boring now. So after they hide and seek bullshit, they all turn on Shanae. So I'm assuming she's gonna be next to go home. It's really fucked up how they're all treating her. And I really want Tiana to get her ass whooped because of it, because it's like she's kind of mocking her. You know that the bitch has a crush on you, and you're just like talking to her like she's beneath you, like what. I hate bitches like that. Reminds me of freaking high school. It reminds me of high school. It really does. And high school was not a good time for me. I had a lot of girls that just didn't like me for just being myself. And I could see a lot of that in these bitches. They're mad immature. And for them to be 22 and all that, it's like, you bitches cake your faces on. I never used to do that back then. It's so funny how nowadays girls have to do all this extra shit. They always have to have lashes on and shit like that. Can't just be natural. Like, come on. And I'm not even talking about hair, natural hair. I used to wear a weave. I'm talking about natural. You can't walk out without shit on your face. Cake, cake, cake. I wish I had a piece of cake right now. But back to the subject. These bitches are just foul. And Shanae, looks like she's gonna be the next one to go. She calls her friend and she's crying and she's just like, yo, they don't treat me right. There's something about it. They're my friends, but I feel like they treat me different. Bitch, they're not your friends. And another thing that I thought was so fucking hilarious, when Janelle was like, Tiana needs to get rid of those dark spots around her fucking face. Yes, she do. And I thought I was just seeing it because it was a TV or bad angles, but clearly, bitch, you got an issue. Them spots just got to motherfucking go. That's what concealer is for. You on television, bitch. You cake your face on, but yet you leave these damn fucking burnt spots. Let me stop talking shit. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Alright, guys. Let me go. I made this too long anyway. The episode wasn't that great, but it was good. And I can't wait for next week. And especially the episode when Andrea gets on the phone crying, saying, these girls like you 1 minute, and the next minute they hate you. Bitch. Good for you. Peace out, y'all. Thanks for watching.